Welcome everyone to the HubSpot Outlook for April 2025. Today, we'll discuss the most impactful HubSpot updates, explore some news and trends in and around HubSpot, and dive into some of their latest research. To start with the updates, HubSpot has shipped several privacy and security updates in the past few weeks. A lot of these are in the backend, maybe more secure APIs, but some are also customer-facing, like this system for data privacy request management, which makes it easier for you to comply with data requests or requests for deletion. Now, this is not an automatically enabled feature, so your admin will have to configure and publish it before you can use it. Then, another update is HubSpot has been launching quite a few workspaces. They did the sales workspace, they did the help desk workspace, and now they've also launched Customer Success Workspace. So this is really aimed at customer success managers to give them a central view where they see the health of a customer, what services are delivered, what revenue is generated. But it also then helps them to prioritize, hey, which customers are at risk, which one need to take some action, and give them all of these reports very central in one view. Little fun fact is 83% of the Service Hub customers of HubSpot see an increase in retention within the first 9 months. Then, besides these two updates mentioned now, HubSpot shipped another 125 updates in March alone, many in the range of Breeze or HubSpot AI. A little reminder there, so Breeze consists of Copilot, which is a virtual assistant that you can use anywhere in HubSpot or through the HubSpot extension, or even inside of Salesforce through the HubSpot embed field. Then there's agents like the content agent, customer agent, prospecting agent. And then there's Breeze Intelligence that really helps enrich records, predict buyer intent, making forms shorter. So it's a lot of intelligence. So there's lots of updates there. So I would encourage everyone to try to stay on top, even though 125 updates is definitely a lot. But give it a try, play around with it, be familiar with these features. Then also, before we move on to news and trends, I did want to pause shortly with HubSpot's shift to seat-based pricing. So Marketing Hub, Content Hub, Ops Hub, the impact is less significant. You need to use core seats, make sure the right person has the right core seat in your team. But then for Sales and Service Hub, this is actually a very positive change, because before you had to buy a certain number of seats. So for enterprise, you always had to buy 10 seats before you can start using it. Now, with this update, you can just start with 1 or 2 seats, maybe give an SDR 1 seat without having to do this big investment in the tool. It's easier to run a pilot, do a proof of concept, or start small with maybe 1 business unit, and then scale up from there. Okay, let's look at some news and trends in and around the world of HubSpot. So first, mentioned before, HubSpot rolling out a lot of these privacy and security updates. And HubSpot is really positioning themselves as this first-party data platform that makes sure that you have all the tools for collecting and storing and using and also protecting your customer data. This now also includes all the sensitive data or even HIPAA-regulated healthcare data that you can now also store in HubSpot if you sign up for that. Then the next thing I want to talk about is citizen developers and these vibe coding. There's a lot of this AI prompt-based coding or no-code platforms that are getting a lot of traction, also for marketeers and for salespeople, non-technical marketeers and salespeople, that they can now start building the things themselves that before they had to go to IT for. So I think, for example, interactive content on the website, even integrations or custom-coded workflow actions. Now this does bring in a whole new era of shadow IT and giving your CIO probably a whole new challenge and headache to think about. But it's great to see tech getting into the hands of more and more non-technical people. And then, of course, we have to talk a bit more about AI. Feels like AI startups are getting bought up left and right every month, new acquisitions. And Salesforce, for example, really pushing hard with Agentforce. HubSpot was able to buy up Frame AI earlier this year. I wish I could have said something more on HubSpot plans with Frame AI, but that will have to wait until next month. But it will be exciting for sure. All right, highlight of the month. This month, it's the State of Marketing report that HubSpot published earlier in March. And there's these 3 main things I want to go through. So the effectiveness of connected CRM systems, the state of AI in automation and in marketing, and then investments or ROI on personalization. So on connected CRM, marketeers that are working in an integrated application landscape, they report a lot higher effectiveness. So conclusion, crucial to have your CRM integrated with the rest of your marketing stack. And on AI, we see 1 in 4 marketers who plan to use AI in their campaigns, 1 in 5 that plan on using AI agents in automation. Personally, I feel like this is a bit on the low end, and I hope that these numbers actually are on the low end as HubSpot rolls out more and more AI features and other players do this as well. It would be kind of cool if by the end of the year we see 4 in 4 and 5 in 5 who use these. And then lastly, personalization, really key. 96%, almost everyone reports that they see an increase in sales when they use personalization. Of course, to do this effectively, you need to have your data in order, else it'll backfire. So, recap, the report highlights a shift to AI-enhanced marketing, emphasizes the importance of investing in an integrated tech stack that supports personalization and AI. And we'll make sure to link to the report from somewhere around here. That's it for this time. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions, feedback, or want to take a further discussion. Thank you. See you next.